Hello, everyone, and welcome to another session of Path to Abundance live show. Today, we are talking about a platform on which we are hosting this live. Today, I will be talking about the power of one platform called LinkedIn. Why LinkedIn? LinkedIn क्यों जरूरी है हमारे कोचिंग कंसल्टिंग या एनी वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल जो भी जॉब में हैं वर्किंग इन सर्विस बेस्ड इंडस्ट्री और एनीवेयर why LinkedIn is so much important. Today, I will walk you all through this. Today's presentation, today's discussion, today's topic will be very much important and very much fruitful. Reason being, आपको ये पता चलेगा कि LinkedIn की पावर क्या है. We think LinkedIn is just another social media platform. We think that LinkedIn is just another a way of communicating and sending our messages to the general public. But no, LinkedIn is a revenue machine. Why? Because I am able to get all my leads, all my uh, new resources, new contacts through LinkedIn. People automatically contact. And that's what I suggest to you as well, that you can also start building that thing, that scenario, that problem, that the solution of that problem. So let's not waste much more time and let's start the session today. And I just want to ask all of you who's watching this, whenever you feel that you need to amplify your visibility and influence, which platform comes to the number one mind? Which platform? LinkedIn. Because LinkedIn is a platform where you can automatically get leads who is ready to pay you the money. And this will help you to amplify your revenue, generate more sales, generate more leads, generate more opportunities for all the working professional as well for checking the new job opportunities. Right. And same question, why LinkedIn? What is the one thing which makes this LinkedIn so indispensable, so useful? Why? Why it is the number one platform for growth and influence? Why if you are there on LinkedIn, and why I was able to crack LinkedIn in such a better manner? Reason being, all the working professionals, all the people who are ready for job, who are already working in the job, who have a salary, who are getting some revenue, who are getting some income every month, are there because LinkedIn is the number one professional platform for all the professionals, and they are there. They are ready to take your services. They are ready to hire you as coaches and consultant. They are ready to hire you for your specialty, for your niche. And to all the professionals who are searching, उसका तो कोई जवाब ही नहीं है, उसके लिए तो लिंक्डइन सबसे बेस्ट है. बट टू ऑल अदर पीपल हु फील दैट you are not getting the leads, if I tell you about my story, in last 3 to 4 years, after constantly working on LinkedIn, I was able to create such a massive inflow of leads, revenues, and all the thing that now I can say that LinkedIn is the number one platform. It is not a platform where free audience who is not ready to pay is there. It is an audience who is ready to engage, ready to pay, and ready to transform their life and ready to transform their future. एंड ये चीज अगर आपको समझ में आ जाती है तो आपकी लाइफ बन जाती है. तो ये चीज समझना बहुत जरूरी है, और इसी को ही मैं आज के लाइव के अंदर मैं आज डिस्कशन करना चाह रहा हूँ. इसी के ऊपर मैं बात करना चाह रहा हूँ, क्योंकि टिल द टाइम व्हेन वी आर नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग द पावर ऑफ वन प्लेटफॉर्म, we will not be able to harness it. And the main Purpose of doing this is this only, to how we can harness the power of LinkedIn and grow our coaching and consulting business to the next level. 1 billion users. You know what? 1 billion users. These are plain facts and figures. These are not fictitious numbers. LinkedIn has 1 billion users and only 3% of the audience create. 97% people consume your content. 97% are passive listeners, passive creators, passive consumers of your content. And these 97% are your target audience who are earning the money, who are getting a regular inflow of sources of monthly income, and they are ready to transform their life. And that is the power of LinkedIn. And if we are able to understand it and harness it and create such a automatically flow of generating more leads, generating more revenue, then your life is sorted. Also, all the corporate executives, show me any other platform where you can reach out to all the top honchos, C-suite executives of any company. Can you reach out on Facebook or Instagram? No. But on LinkedIn, we can. And I'm not asking you to DM them. I'm asking you to just follow them and comment on their posts. And when you start commenting on their posts, they will start noticing it because no one else is commenting on their posts. These top people, they look for comments and just imagine, just आप ये सोचिए, if any person is keeping a flower on your doorstep for next 30, 40, 45 days, 60 days, will you not want to know who is this person who is coming to me every morning and putting a flower on my doorstep? Do you know what is that flower? That comment of yours is your flower. When you continue to put your comment on their post, they will start looking at your profile sooner or later. And that's when a true relationship is born. And that's when that relationship can bring so many new conversations and so many new relationships. LinkedIn is not a non-negotiable thing. अब आप LinkedIn को avoid नहीं कर सकते. And people who are still thinking, contemplating, यार कर लेते हैं, we should put some post, we should put some content, we should do this, we should do that. Sooner or later, you have to come. When I started my journey in 21, 22 in a new way, I joined LinkedIn. Let me tell you about my story. In 2007, I joined LinkedIn, and till 21, 22, I was not posting regularly. I was not harnessing properly, and I was just as a casual user. And my all the business was generating through my offline network leads and all that. After COVID, I started to utilize LinkedIn in a better manner. I started to post my content. I started to use LinkedIn strategically to tell my story, to tell my life, to tell about my experiences, to tell about my debt burden, to tell about my accident. And slowly and steadily, when people started to believe me, when people started to understand me, people start building the relationship and the conversations. And that's our number one topic. That's our number one objective, to drive more conversations. जब तक आपकी conversations नहीं होंगी, till the time you build more new conversations, how can you sell your product or how can you pitch your strategy to anyone? No one is ready and no one is interested to buy your product until and unless you build a relationship. And once you start building a relationship, floodgates of abundance will open. Because then you have to tell them the solution to a problem which they are facing. They have a problem, you have a solution, and the best match will drive to more closure and more sales and more revenue. And that's how I transform my journey, transform my life. And that's how in last 3 years I'm able to generate more leads, more revenue, and nothing else. Why LinkedIn and why not FB and Insta? Numbers are in front of you. Even if you get one like, one serious comment on your post can drive in conversions, can drive in more revenue, can drive in more sales. LinkedIn is not a fluff, is a huffy fuffy thing. FB और इंस्टा पे आपको बहुत सारी चीजें, बहुत अच्छा कंटेंट, बहुत अच्छा सब कुछ मिल जाएगा. बट टेल मी, put your hand on your heart and ask, can you drive more revenue, more sales, more growth through the content on FB and Insta? If not, then on which platform you will tell your story? On which platform? LinkedIn. That's why LinkedIn. And whatever I'm telling you, living testimony is in front of you, where I had nothing. I had 300 followers in 2022, and today I have 15,600 followers. Massive, massive, massive growth in just 3 years. And that's what I want to tell you, suggest you. Please do not ignore. Please start using LinkedIn effectively, and please start posting more content, more story, more of your natural and genuine accidents, incidents, whatever you feel. And that's where the relationship will happen with your prospects. And once the relationship is happened and once the conversation started, then you can easily convert them. Only 1% reach. Just imagine, I showed you one figure. 97% people are consumers, only 3% create content. On FB and Insta, only there are around 15% people who create the content and 85% people listens to it. On LinkedIn, you are having 3% people who create the content. On FB and Insta, there are 15%. So 5 times more competition for your content. And that's why the organic reach is continuously declining. And it has become too crowded and endless shouting. And LinkedIn profiles talk about you, not them. LinkedIn profile is a revenue sales generator for you. It's a continuous sales, 24 into 7 sales generator. And clients seek their story. Thank you, Nagarjuna bro. Thank you so much. They want to see your struggle, your hurdle. And that's where the relationship will be created. Because just tell me one thing, why you are so enamored by these film actors and these film stories and these films? Why you spend close to 3 hours, close to 500 rupees to buy that ticket? Why? What is the reason? Because you love to watch stories. You, whether it is fictional or whether it is non-fictional, whether it is Uri, whether it is Border 2, or whether it is a fictional story, or whether it is Jodha Akbar, or whether it is Bahubali, you want to watch stories. Can't you build your life story? can't you build your life incidents and weave them in posts and tell about yourself, your life, your journey, and make relationship with your followers, with your friends, with your connections? Because जब आप वो कनेक्शन बनाओगे, जब आप वो रिलेशनशिप बनाओगे ना, पीपल विल स्टार्ट रेजोनेटिंग विद यू. ये हमारी एक नेचुरल टेंडेंसी है कि जब हम एक रिलेशनशिप एंड स्टोरी पे काम करते हैं एंड पीपल स्टार्ट ट्रस्टिंग एंड रेजोनेटिंग, it automatically drives more revenue, right? So once you start posting, creating stories, building your profiles, building your content in a strategic manner, not salesy, mind you. We do not have to be salesy. We do not have to be in a sales mindset all the time. We have to be in a serving mindset. And once we start building that serving mindset, rest is the all history. अगर आप वो कनेक्शन नहीं बनाओगे ना अपने कंटेंट के अंदर, if you do not build that connection, then people will ignore you. Your ideal client should see their pain in your life, in your story. Are you understanding this? They should feel their stories in your content. And once they start seeing their stories in your content, connection happens. And that connection can lead to more closures, more conversions. And that's our game point. That's the main thing which we want to do. Also, content alone is not enough. आज हम एक पोस्ट पे डाल कंटेंट पे पोस्ट डाल रहे हैं. वी आर पोस्टिंग ऑन वन कंटेंट, देन अनदर डे वी आर पोस्टिंग ऑन अनदर कंटेंट, then third day we are posting on another content topic. It's not synchronized. It's not a step by step content. We are just randomly posting anything. Sorry, it will not happen. Nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. We have to constantly hammer about one topic and then constantly tell about that one same story. From last 3.5 years, I'm continuously posting about one topic which is called retirement planning. When I had started in 2021-22, people were started to ask, what retirement planning? Who want to know do retirement planning? Who want to talk about retirement planning? Now everyone is talking about retirement planning. I had created that category for myself. Now people don't ask me what is retirement planning. People are coming automatically and asking me how we can do better. That is the power of content. That is the power of hammering the content or one topic on a daily basis. And that's what I also want to suggest to you. You can also do that. You can also plan your content in that manner. When I started in 21-22, no one was there to guide me. I was just doing random thing, one ad hoc thing here and there, here and there, here and there. I was not doing anything. It's after lots of trials and errors from last 3 years, continuously learning new things, spending lakhs of rupees on understanding the LinkedIn game. And whatever I have spent on my learning, I've got it 10x back. Now I can proudly say that I'm having 3x of my side hustle income in comparison to my salary. And that you can also do it. You can also do it. But it will take time. It cannot be built in isolation. It cannot be built in sprint. It cannot be built in a 10-second game. No, it is a marathon. It is a marathon and you have to walk that marathon continuously. You cannot stop. Do you feel that some other coaches are speaking the client's language? Some other people are creating more better content and you are not able to do it? Is it so? Why? Why cannot you also can create the same type of content? Because you feel inhibition. You feel fear. You feel that might be people will not like it. Might be people will think what if this happens? What if this that happens? You know what? You know what? They are also fearful and they are busy in their own life and their own stories. Like you are busy in your story, your life, your fears. They are also busy in their life, their fears, their stories. You just have to go out, drop all the inhibition, and just tell about your story, your life patterns, about your incidents, and people will automatically resonate. We all know the story of Shah Rukh Khan, how he was featured in the serial Fauji, how he played the role of a Joker in Circus, and how he had traveled from Delhi to Mumbai to become a superstar. Automatically, aa gayi. It was planted consistently for last 10-15 years. Only then we was able to understand the story. That is the power of storytelling, and that what we need to do in our posts and content. And once we start doing it, mastered it, then anything can happen. Then automatically people will start loving you. Then automatically people will start following you. And that will build your authority. Because once you start creating a content that people loves, reads, engages, that will bring you the visibility. And visibility gives you the authority. And once you have the visibility, authority, influence, impact, what will follow? Money. Because people will ready to pay you premium for your one-on-one attention. People will pay you for the recognition, for the trust you are giving them, you are building. Why I am doing this live? Why I am continuously every week comes on this platform and continuously tell, whether it is podcast, whether it is interview, whether it is some stories, whether it is any topic discussion. Why? Because I want to build my visibility. And same way you can also do it. You just need to take that step. And जो दिखता है वो बिकता है. Whatever is visible gets sell. If you are not visible and if you are invisible, people will forget you. People will not follow you. People will not understand your posts, understand your stories. Why Pepsi and Coke continue to put the advertisement 24, 24 hours in a day? Just answer this question. Do we all not know what Pepsi or Coke or Mountain Dew or Sprite stands for? But then why they continue to spend crores and thousands of crores on ad? Why? Why? Because of this. They want to get the Tom through the bow. They want to get the top of the mind recall to get the bottom of the wallet. If you want, you can write it. We should target the bow through the Tom. Once you remain the top of mind, you will automatically get the bottom of the wallet. And once you continuously do it, then Rest is history. So we need to be visible. We need to continue to remain engaged. And the more we engage and the more content we create, the more people will continue to like us, reach out to us, drive more conversations. And why engagement? Any 100 posts with zero random topic, with zero selection, like कुछ भी उठा के पोस्ट कर दिया, वट एवर द कंटेंट इज, वी आर जस्ट रीपोस्टिंग इट, वी आर जस्ट डूइंग इट, is useless. Five strategic posts that spark meaningful conversation is much, 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 much better than 100 posts. And do you know what? If you start posting more, people will start ignoring your content. People will think you are doing a spam. ये तो स्पैमर है, खाली है, वेला बैठा रहता है, कंटिन्यूअसली पोस्ट करता रहता है, कंटिन्यू टू पोस्ट on every day. So we have to create a strategic balance. And once we find a strategic balance in the posts, in the number of posts, you can only do 2 to 3 posts in a week. But if you can comment on 20 posts daily, 7 days a week, 140 posts, just imagine if you have commented on 140 posts, 140 people, then see your 2 posts. Will it not drive engagement on your post also? That is a game. That is a goal. That is the thing which we need to master it. And 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 we need to have three main points. One is the headline hook, one is the pain point focus, and one third is the social proof. How many people of you are aware about my accident in 2019? How many of you? Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. I have been constantly repeating about my 2019 accident constantly because that led me to a new transformation. I always repeat, sooner or later, something or the other. At least I have lost number of time how many times I have repeated that story. But that story resonates with most of the working professionals. That story resonates with the pain point that at that time when I had an accident in 2019, I had two home loans, three personal loans, car loan, gold loan, hand loans from relatives. I was totally neck knocking, head debt. Head was totally in the debt, and I was on LWP for 4 weeks, 4 months. I was on bed rest for 4 months. Why I'm telling? Because this way people makes a connection. Yes, कि अगर इसके साथ हुआ है मेरे साथ भी हुआ. I am also feeling the same thing. If he can do it, if I can become debt free after taking an absolute resolve that no matter what happens, now October 2019, I am taking an absolute resolve that by 2024 I will be debt free, and February 25 I become debt free, and it's been now 1 year, and my life has been totally changed after becoming debt free. Same way, you can also build a pivot for yourself. One one building block, one thing which will lead you, which will tell people to build that connection. And once you start harnessing that connection and build that connection, then anything can happen. And you should not be in the center of attraction. Your ideal customer profile, your ideal client profile should be the center of attraction. And why I'm telling all this? to all the working professionals, to all the consultants, to all the coaches. Why? Because this is a medium who is ready to shower abundance on you. You just need to align your frequency. You just need to align your frequency. And once you start aligning that frequency, floodgates of abundance will open. It will lead to so much of new content. It will lead to so much of new generation of revenue, sales. Everything will happen step by step by step. And once you start sharing their pain, it will build an instant trust. This I am thankful, thankful to you. You have been watching this session. Thank you so much. And I will continue to request, continue to suggest, continue to tell. Please start working on LinkedIn. Please start take this platform really seriously and religiously. If Microsoft's AI director can be fired in 15 minutes notice, then no job is safe. To all the people who are still contemplating कि ठीक है हम कर लेंगे LinkedIn, we will do that, we will do that next week. I am busy today, I am busy in office work, I am busy in family work, I am ill today, I am not well today. You can skip a meal, but you cannot skip a post on LinkedIn. From last 3.5, 4 years, I have never missed a week where I have not scheduled my content already. On Sunday evening, I will already schedule all my content for the week. So with this, thank you so much. I hope you have been able to get